Ladies and gentlemen, we have a headliner that has traveled all the way from Bloomington, Indiana. So he is an Indiana boy. Please give it up for Tucker. Put your hands together for Tucker, everyone.
How we doing, ladies? How we doing? Feeling good tonight? I'm feeling good. Thank you very much for having me. Give it up for Keith Young because he puts this all together. Very good. Nice. Oh, thank you again for all the other comedians. You know, love for the guys. Good job. Thank you very much. It is very tough to do comedy when you have comics behind you judging you and talking about you right about now. He did not enter the stage very like we thought he would. My name is Tucker, that's right, that's with a T. I don't know if you guys know that, but let me tell you something. I am from Bloomington, Indiana. That is a college town.
I miss my hometown.
Right on, college town. And I'm originally from a small town in Indiana. And let me tell you, the only difference between a college town and a small town, if you don't like somebody in a college town, between 4 to 6 years, they're gone. That is true. And if you're from a small town, if you don't like somebody between 4 to 6 years, they become related to your ass somehow. I'm just saying. I was born in the family. I couldn't get away from it. That is a proven fact. Oh, it's really good. You know, you had to use the word niggler, right?
You said it correctly.
Okay, very good. I was actually standing out there and I came up with my own word. Okay? It's neglect. That would be if Winnie the Pooh was remade black version, Piglet was black, he would be a neglect. Stupid humor right there, man. That is some former weed smoked 10 years ago. That was a good times. Man, yeah, I like to say I'm from a town that used to have a basketball team. They used to have a coach. They used to throw chairs, right? Bloomington. But now we're actually winning, so I can't use that joke anymore. I can say I'm from a town where a guy lives that sings about being from a small town. Mr. John Cougar Mellencamp. Yes, I have never personally met the man myself. John Cougar Mellencamp. No, sir? No, they say we hit. All right. Very good. Let me tell you something. I actually traveled up here, and the one thing great about being on the road, I actually started to invest in my 401k. Yeah, and you can invest in your 401k anywhere when you're on the road. You go into a gas station, you ask the lady for your 401k numbers for $1, and then she turns around and gives you the 401k numbers, and twice a week you get to sit around and wait, and hopefully your numbers get drawn so you can withdraw your 401k. That's right, it's a lottery, folks. Lottery, Hoosier lottery. Sorry if that is actually new. That's new. But I think the Hoosier lottery should take the money and invest legalizing marijuana. There you go. That's right. And then they make the printout sheets of the numbers on rolling paper, so when you lose, you still win, Catherine. Because how many times has somebody asked you for a bowl or something? Oh, I didn't know you smoked. Tucker? I don't have anything on me. Oh, I have a lottery. That would work out good. Yeah, good times, man. I'm really honored to be here. This is really stoked because I am the youngest of 6 boys, right? And I have a gay brother, which I love very much. And I'll tell you, that's funny, my brother's gay. You think that's hilarious? Do they not have gay people up here? No, they do not? We do. We do? Okay, so, very good. He's just happy. He's just happy. All right, sir. If I would have known that, I would have did something to get my freaking song played to an intro. No, you're fine. No, how my brother calls me and he goes, I'm going to call Dad and tell him that I'm gay. And I thought, well, it's about time. I mean, you're almost 50. You know what I mean? I think we pretty much know. He calls Dad, tells Dad, Dad says, I love you very much. No matter who you are and what you do, you always be a part of my life. And I heard that. My brother told me he said that. I said, you know what? That's awesome. I'm going to call Dad and tell him a little bit about myself. So I called Dad, and I said, hey, Dad, I just want to let you know, at night, I'm a stand-up comic. And he said, why can't you be like your other brothers? holidays are amongst us. Yes, you do have to go home at some time to visit, you know. Every year I have to work, that's what I always say. But the funny thing is, like, you have Thanksgiving, you have Christmas, and you have New Year's. Thanksgiving is the overeating day, right? And then you got Christmas is the overspending time of the year, and then you have New Year's is the
Drinking.
Yes, exactly. And you know, it's funny that these three things, you overeat, you overspend, you overdrink, all right? These are the three things that can't keep relationships together in America, folks. I'm just saying. I don't know if you know that. That is the problem. And if you're going through that right now, it's all right. We got Easter around the corner, so you can pray, and nothing happens to your relationship. Like I said, I bought a lottery ticket, and I bought it Wednesday night, so when I woke up Thursday, checked my numbers, yeah, I wasn't thankful for anything. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I do have a New Year's resolution, though. You guys have your New Year's resolution yet?
Yes.
Right? No?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got mine already. You know how, like, every year you should pretty much, like, start losing weight a little bit. That's kind of like the number one thing, right? We're not going to stop eating as much. Yeah. Well, I'm going to stop making a big meal and sitting down and watching Biggest Loser. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, never mind. I don't know why they call it the Biggest Loser, because the first person that gets kicked off is still the biggest and the loser. They should call it Skinniest Winner and give that Biggest Loser name to the guy that goes on dates and hands out roses. Bachelor, yes. Anybody celebrating anything this year or right now, tonight? Love is in the air. I got a story. How long have you guys been dating? 2 days? I like how I called you guys out first. Sure. So the sex is just decent right now, right? It's like hot and heavy. You can't wait to take off your clothes off. You just come too fast. You know what I mean? Until one is freaking wet, and you're like, how come you didn't come? You're like, well, probably because I'm not into you anymore. Just that's my girlfriend right now, 2 years. All right, so hey, let's slow down. You know, I do like to have fun. Obviously, you know, this is a good time. I like to, you guys get the chance to go down to Holiday World? Everybody go down south, Holiday World. It's the water park of America. It's the biggest one. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you for calling. Their slogan is unlimited soft drinks for kids, right? I find that a very interesting way to keep the pool filled. You know what I mean? That's pretty decent. Yeah.
P-jokes are good.
Okay, so then also during the summertime, I don't know if you know this a little bit about myself, I like to have fun. I like to go to war reenactments and pretend I'm from the future. And so it's cool. That is a good time. I'll tell you something. Take my advice. If you go there and pretend you're from the future, and of course, like myself, I used to buy some weed, and of course, when I was there, pretend I was from the future, I thought, who's going to sell weed? Indian dude, right? Yeah. No, don't. He was an undercover cop, okay, so don't do that. And they like to bring the police from the future and then take you back there, so that's what's up, don't do that. Man, what else? You know, I came up, we're from Indiana, so cow tipping's really popular, you know what I mean? You ever been cow tipping, man? No? We can't go tonight, just you and I, or you can do this by yourself. We like to go to Deja Vu. Can we go to Deja Vu? Right? And you just pick out the biggest stripper, right on, and then you get a lap dance and you tip her. So that's the new version of cow tipping. So don't get really drunk and then forget like what did Tucker say, and then wait until she's dancing for you and then push her over. So don't do that. You don't want to do that. That's a good way to get kicked out of the strip club. And taking off all your clothes and getting on stage. Yes, it has happened. When I was younger, more fit. Those were good times. Oh, I got some good news for y'all. This is really good news. It's been 4 months, 1 week, and 1 day. Amy Winehouse still sober, so I'm just telling you. Here we go. Oh, obviously we like the death jokes. No. Let's try this. A snort is good. Let's try this one. You would think that wedding rings and dildos are part of the Kardashian collection at Sears. No. No, back to the Amy Winehouse thing, you know, because, you know, sobriety's a good thing. You know, some of us probably have been there, maybe went through the 12-step program or something like that. Just, there's some good news. They just added a handicap ramp for the 12-step program. So some of you get through it quicker. Yeah. You're welcome. 2. I'm going to count. So I don't think handicapped people should get Employee of the Month because they already have front row parking. 3. Yeah, that's number. And you think, well, that's really mean. Well, actually, you know, I have observed people misusing the handicap parking. You know what I mean? It's for disabled people. It's the handicapped people are the ones that are too lazy that'll go in the DMV to lie so they can go shop for 4 hours. Oh, my clothes. Okay. Oh, what else is going on? I'm drawing a blank here. I'm drawing a blank. That's how I do. I draw a blank for a little bit. It is the holidays, and we're all supposed to have a good time. That's why I'm talking out loud, and it's not coming to me. Oh, man. I just do brain farts. This is how it goes. Pressure. All right, so, yeah, we're going to go with this. You know, I've dated a lot of crazy chicks. A lot of, you know, I recently just turned 40. And a little bit more to let you all know, I just turned 40. Let me tell you something, you crazy chicks made my 20s and 30s awesome. Let me tell you something, I don't remember none of it because y'all had the drug problem. I didn't, you know what I mean? I just hung out with you all, partying with you. I dated a lot of those chicks with OCD problems, you know what I mean? The obsessive calling disorder, the obsessive crying disorder, the obsessive crazy disorder. We'll stop with those C's, you know what I mean? It's not very nice, is it? We're cool. We're cool. I'm still a good guy. I dated, let me tell you about these 3 chicks that I ran into during my 20s and 30s, right? This one chick, she used to sneak through my window at night. She would make love to me, call me the wrong name the whole time, and then she would leave and then steal the car in the driveway. The only car. She did this a bunch, right? And the last time I got tired of it, she stole the car. I called my roommate because I wanted to be honest. I said, hey, your girlfriend keeps taking your car. True story. Second craziest chick, man, she had tattoos from her neck down. They called her guns for summer. She had a tattoo of a holster. She's a rockabilly chick, man. She had the gun on her shoulder, or on her hip, right? Not her shoulder, that's crazy. That'd be weird. She'd been on the range too long. She'd be like hanging on her hip. I don't know. But she did. She had tattoos all the way down, and she right here above her hoo-ha, man. She had flames above her hoo-ha. It looked really sexy when she wore a low-riser or something. But if you're on the other end, it looks like your nose is on fire. I'm just saying. That chick was crazy. She broke up with me because she thought I did steal her gun. Swear to God. Swear to God. The other crazy chick, man, I was scared to break up with her, you know. I am a metrosexual, you know. I'm a little timid about the over-aggressive chick, but, you know, great in the sack, but let me tell you, not good to deal with the other 23 hours and 20 minutes of the day, you know what I mean? Okay. So I waited till she went to work, and I packed up all my things to leave, you know, because we're living together. So I left, and I called her, and I was in a bad reception area on purpose. So when she answered the phone, she goes, I can hardly hear. I can hardly hear. You're breaking up? And I said, that's right, bitch. So, that's how I got rid of her. Man, that was crazy. Good times. Yeah, that's good days, good days. I'm over those days because I'm 40 now, so I'm with a good chick. I mean, I love this chick very much. We've been together for 2 years and like 6 months and stuff. Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much. The guys that are clapping aren't in relationships. I like that. Right? You're in a relationship, yeah. So you are too?
No, hell no.
Okay. So yeah, our first date. We went out on a date. She's been previously married, so which is kind of fun. She went up to, and you could try this if you're single and you go out with a chick that has a previous married name from some other relationship, right, or marriage. And she went to the hostess, and she left her last name so we could wait on her table when they called her table, right? So when they called her name, it was her previous married name, and then when we sat down, I was like, don't you think we should call your ex and thank him for getting us a table tonight? She thought that was funny. That's a true story. And then she took me out to a hibachi place. I'd never been for my 40th birthday. She took me out there. You ever been to hibachi where they cook the food in front of you? No? You should go. It's really cool. They, you know, the Asian people, they cook food in front of you and they do tricks. And they do the little volcano thing of onions. And yeah, there you go. And then, so we went out. And we actually went during the day. I don't know if you've ever been to a hibachi place during the day and somebody's performing for you and you're by yourself. It's the same creepy feeling you get when you're at a strip club. I'm just saying. Because my girlfriend got a phone call, she had to leave, right? So this guy's like performing for me and I didn't know if I should tip him every time he did a trick. You know what I mean? Right. She's making it rain? Really? I'll try that next time. But I'm too cheap, I wouldn't do that. I did throw a 20 one time on the stage because the chick was going up to the strip club and she was like, "You like my outfit?" And I was like, "Yeah, but you can still see the tag. I don't know why you girls should cut that tag out." You know, seriously, from behind. To me, I'm very obsessive, close, kind of like everything's got to be in order. So she was like, "Well, rip it out," and I did, and I ripped her whole freaking like back in. And she went up, she started dancing. I was like, "Hey, we have a hole in the back of here. Here's a 20." Okay. That's the most I've ever tipped a stripper. I felt bad. But the hibachi place, and I don't know, you know how like white folks start acting black around black folks, right? This happens, right? You know this happens all the time. Yeah. Especially on Thursday night when it's Keith Evans' show. No, okay. I was hanging out with the Asian dude, right? And the more time we spent together, we're alone, I started acting more Asian, right? So every time he did a trick, I would like, "Oh, good, all good, all very good. Very good trick." I caught myself doing that. That was weird. Oh, let's see. Man, I got some other stuff. Let me get out here a little bit. Went to the dentist the other day. Hopefully this doesn't happen to you, right? I went to the dentist and they were cleaning my teeth. Right, check this out. This truly happened. So I thought it'd be funny while the dentist was doing her thing, you know, that little time you get to lean out and spit and swallow and spit, whatever. And I was going, "Hey doc, don't you think it's funny after 30 years, it's always 9 out of 10 dentists approve everything on TV? You know what I mean? You would think after 30 years, those 9 dentists would find a way to get that one dentist fired. Right? And he looked at me with a straight face, he goes, "I don't believe or recommend anything they sell on TV." And I was like, "Holy shit, I have the 1 out of 10 dentists." After that happened, 1 out of 10. So where's your man at? Here's my relationship breaker for you. You ready? I don't know if you guys know this, but when you start dating in the world of dating, you're single and you decide to do this because you want to get back on the game, that our national holidays go exactly how the dating game goes. Do you know about this? Have you ever heard? No, you haven't, because you're about ready to, right? So you get together, right? You get all dolled up, and you go out and you meet somebody. And after that first meeting, what do? You go out to have dinner, right? Did you go out and have dinner the first time? Yes, you did. Okay. And you don't really today. You don't go out to dinner anymore today. You used to back in the day, but now it's usually after you sleep with them, and then you go, "Hey, do you want to have another day? We should go out to dinner." That's usually. Sorry, I told on you, brother. But so here's the thing. So usually you go out, you meet somebody, and the next date you're like, "Hey, let's go together. Would you like to go have dinner?" Right? Just like what you do at Thanksgiving. You get together and you have dinner, right? A meal. Okay, so now it's going to, the momentum of going, how everything goes to the holidays. So you get together and you have the meal, right? And then the next date, you're really liking this chick. And I'm telling this from a guy's point of view. You really like this chick. And don't do this, guys. Don't turn around and buy them something on like the third date. Because you lose points, right? Because then I'm a creeper, right? And the only reason why I knew what you liked, because I looked at your Facebook wall. Hey, let me tell you, there was one time I looked at the Facebook wall. You put it up there. You want to make... Oh, sorry. It's bedtime, guys. But this is what happens. You do. You're buying something nice. Maybe like flowers or something to remind you on the way to the house. You could be at the gas station, you know what I mean? You can just buy something for them. So you get that present like Christmas, right? So you're having a good time, you've already hooked up, you've had dinner, you bought something for her. You know what, you're really liking this chick, man. You know what you do? You call your friends like, "Hey, I would like for you all to meet my girlfriend," which you're calling her. And they were like, yeah, we should get a party together. Let's do this. Let's have a good time. So a party like New Year's, right? So you're hanging out, you're having a good time. You really like this chick. She's met your friend. She bought her something. And you've already had sex, right? So you're digging this chick. And you turn around and you go, I love you. Which is another no-no, because now you're losing more points, right? Because you got bought her something, and now you broke the L word out, which, right? And it's just like Valentine's Day, man, right? And she turns around and breaks up with you. She doesn't want to see you more because she thinks you're a freak, right? So now you're sad, and you're praying. You hope everything gets back together, like Easter, right? Right? But it doesn't, right? Actually, I skipped a holiday. Well, no, I went to, Valentine's Day. So you're praying for Easter, and then turn around, you're also praying you didn't catch VD from this chick. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. You'll know in a few days when the tests get back. I'm just saying it's from a guy's point of view. Girls can do this too. I'm sure girls have fallen in love with a guy really quick, and one of the, right, the older dude, the 40-year-old, no? Okay. So you know what, you're really hurt, right? The guy's really hurt. And he's remembering everything you went through. You remember what you bought you. You remember the words you said. He's remembering the past like Memorial Day. Right? So you said, screw that. You're going to start working on yourself. You're going to start getting better at yourself. You're going to screw her. I'm over this, man. I'm going to feel stronger. I'm going to feel more independent, like 4th of July. Right? Next thing you know, you got bought some new clothes. You're feeling better about yourself. You're totally looking, got a new hairstyle. You're running your friends that was at the party. They don't recognize you, just like Halloween. Right? Now you're back out the game. Thanks a lot, guys, for letting me hang out with you all. Good night.
Give it up again for Tucker. Put your hands together.
Came up with my own word. Okay. It's neglect. That would be if Winnie the Pooh was remade black version, Piglet was black, he would be a neglect. Stupid humor right there, man. That is some former weed smoked 10 years ago. That was a good times. Man, yeah, I like to say I'm from a town that used to have a basketball team, that used to have a coach, that used to throw chairs, right? Bloomington. But now we're actually winning, so I can't use that joke anymore. I can say I'm from a town where a guy lives that sings about being from a small town. Mr. John Cougar Mellencamp. Yes, I've never personally met the man myself. John Cougar Mellencamp. No, sir? No, they say we could? All right. Very good. Let me tell you something. I actually traveled up here, and the one thing great about being on the road, in a college town, between 4 to 6 years, they're gone. That is true. And if you're from a small town, if you don't like somebody between 4 to 6 years, they become related to your ass somehow. I'm just saying. I was born in the family. I couldn't get away from it. That is a proven fact. Oh, it's really good. You know, you had to use the word niggler.
Yeah.
Right.
You said it correctly.
Okay, very good. I was actually standing out there and I guess, love for the guys, good job, thank you very much. It is very tough to do comedy when you have comics behind you judging you and talking about you right about now. He did not enter the stage very like we thought he would. My name is Tucker, that's right, that's with a T. I don't know if you guys know that, but let me tell you something. I am from Bloomington, Indiana. That is a college town.
I miss my hometown.
Right on, college town, and I'm originally from a small town in Indiana. And let me tell you, the only difference between a college town and a small town, if you don't like somebody...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a headliner that has traveled all the way from Bloomington, Indiana. So he is an Indiana boy. Please give it up for Tucker. Put your hands together for Tucker, everyone.
How we doing, ladies? How we doing? Feeling good tonight? I'm feeling good. Thank you very much for having me. Give it up for Keith Gomes as he puts his own again. Very good. All right, on. Keep it going for all the other comedians.